the Intels, the TSMCs, the Samsungs, Micron, etc., the top 5 device manufacturers in the world will immediately know what it means, as will the large capital equipment companies. To be really frank, that's our target audience for this technical breakthrough, because it's an aha moment. Nobody's done it. Adisyn is a company that's rich in technology, that is on the path to directionally change 2 major industries, the drone industry as well as the semiconductor industry. It is going to be quite essential, particularly to the semiconductor industry, and it unlocks a multi-hundreds of billions of dollar opportunity in the semiconductor space. It's the biggest opportunity that you can possibly imagine. It's where we're developing a specific piece of material to eliminate copper, or at least to replace copper, which is currently used in just about every device. When I say device, I mean a chip that is used in your laptop, like for memory, or for your laptop for computational work, or in the data centers, or for your cars. It's everything that lets these things work, okay? And what we're trying to do is to replace copper with a new material to ultimately allow the speed of these devices to go faster and faster and faster and use less power. So when you hear people talk about AI, you hear them talk about high performance computing, you hear them talk about personal designated medical protocols, for example. All of that is done on the backs of semiconductor devices that require enormous amounts of computational capability. About 20 years ago, 2 renowned scientists in the UK discovered a material called graphene. And graphene has the property of being roughly 30 times more conductive than copper. It carries heat in a much more effective way than copper. It's sort of like a magical device, magical material. Companies like Samsung and Intel and TSMC on the top level, and companies that I used to work for or used to run, we've spent hundreds of millions of US dollars trying to get to graphene into a device. To our chagrin, we were never able to do that. And it's not that we can't make graphene. We can't make graphene at a temperature that is suitable to go into a manufacturing environment. But nobody's even been able to put down low temperature graphene continuously on a 1x1 centimeter coupon. It is a first in class situation. And we know that the Intels and the TSMCs and the capital equipment companies like ASM and Applied Materials and TEL, they will very, very quickly recognize what this means to them and to the industry. It's not a question of is it game changing? It definitely is. This breakthrough helps potentially the industry transition to a 1.x trillion dollar industry by the early 2030, 2032 timeframes. I mean, it's that significant. We've had initial dialogues with several customers or potential collaborators, and you ask them, well, if you could do graphene at the atomic scale below 500 degrees C, what would that mean to you? And that many of these companies just say, well, it's worth more than my company.